Sorry, up to a little bit of a late start. I don't know what X-Plane was doing, but it was taking like forever to start up. So we're running not that much late, but I wanted to get rolling by 11 o'clock. Yeah, we're looking pretty good here. Okay. I gotta get a couple of items in here. Menu, plugins. Let's check some, let's check, weight and balance. I know what it should be. Yep, we're looking good there. So, I'm gonna check maintenance on that. Hello. Show maintenance report. I'll recharge the battery. I don't know. Not sure what happened here. But we'll fix it. Tires are looking good. We're done. Okay. GetX checklist. Get Abbey tab. Get my sound plugin. Macros. Sound settings. Put that down there out of the way. Okay. So far, so good. Before I go too far, I'm going to go ahead and get some airport information here. First airport we're at EGNO. So EGNO. Okay. So we're at 55 feet. Backspace. Next airport, EGNM. NM. Leeds, Bradford. And the last airport we're going to is EGNJ. So NJ. And that's Humberside. So EGNO is where we're at. So we'll also get a map going. Okay. That looks good. We'll don't need the map right yet. But we want the airport information available right now. So, guess it's about time to try to get the airplane started. And so I'll go next.
2 brakes. Test and set. 3 fuel selector. Both. 4 fuel shut-off valve. On, in. 6 beacon. On. 7 avionics switch. Off. 8 master switch. On. 9 throttle. Open 1/4 inch. 10 mixture. Idle cut off. A auxiliary pump. On. B mixture. Rich until 3 to 5 GPH then cut off. C auxiliary pump. Off. 12 starter. Engage. 1 ignition switch. Start. 2 mixture. At engine start. Ridge. 3 engine. RPM 1000 RPM. 4 oil pressure. Check. 5 mixture. Leaned max. 6 flaps. Retract. 7 avionics. On. 8 instruments.
So, we're a little this side of 33. We're in between 33 and north. We're closer to 33. Pretty close. Altitude should be at 55. I would say I'm close.
Set. 1 brakes.
Okay, we're good. We'll have to wait for the plane to get warmed up here, and fuel looks good, so so let me connect to Pilot ATC. And we'll do a validate. And then a file. Okay. So where should we be? We're on tower. What kind of frequencies do we have? Looks like we got tower. I don't really see a ground. So we'll find out what they think the weather is. Say weather.
Aircraft calling Woodvale Tower on 119.75. It appears you may be on the wrong frequency.
Well, let's see what we got here. Why would they think that? EGNO. So we got tower approach. Radio directory, ATIS. Well, we can do ATIS first.
Warton information echo, 1320 Zulu, winds are 232 at 13 knots. Visibility unrestricted. 2,300 few clouds. Temperature 12, dew 0.5. Current altimeter is 29901. Arriving and departing runway 25. Warton information echo, 13.
Say active runway.
Arriving and departing runway 25.
Say weather.
Weather at Echo Golf November Oscar is few clouds. Visibility is unrestricted, winds are 234 at 13 knots, cloud coverage is 2,300 few clouds. Current altimeter is 29901. Temperature 12 dew 0.5.
Alrighty, I think I'm on the right frequency now. Looks like we're in the green arc. So let's close this out. And let's and I think this one. So if I zoom in, what do I get? Bring this over to me. Okay, that should help quite a bit. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, ready to taxi.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf taxi to runway 25 via taxiways Charlie, hold short runway 25.
Problem is, I don't see a Charlie. What did I do? I'm not sure what I did, but so I gotta get to Charlie. I'm gonna make that call again. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, ready to taxi.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf taxi to runway 25 via taxiways Charlie, hold short runway 25.
Well, according to this, there isn't any easy way. So I'm gonna have to do a left here. Okay. Gotta figure out what I'm doing here. Because I'm a little lost. Because to get to Charlie, I gotta go across this runway. It evidently thinks I'm in a different place than I am. Alrighty. A little exciting. There should be a taxiway coming up here. Echo. Yep. So it certainly looks like I'm going the right way here. It was a little weird, but we worked through it. I gotta look at something. Something looks a little wrong here. Well, I guess that's it. It seems a little weird that there isn't a taxiway that goes up to the end of this runway here, but that's the way it is. So I'm gonna go over here and get on satellite, mark this satellite. I'm right here. Yeah. Yep, that's just a little weird. So we'll turn on nav lights, turn off taxi on land. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf ready for depart, runway 25.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf backtrack runway 25, winds are 232 at 13 knots, altimeter 299 cleared for takeoff, runway 25.
Okay. I know how to do that. Really weird looking runway here. Wow. Alrighty. Runway 25. We got the lights on. Give it some power. Let's get out of here. Rotate. Trying to maintain runway heading here. Looking to get 500 feet above the ground before I make any changes. Okay, we're 500 feet. So it should be on a track of 81. We'll make a left-hand turn here to get on course. That's 90. That's 80. So, pull power back. Let the nose drop a little bit here so I can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay. Thank you.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, have a good morning. Frequency change approved.
OBS Studio. The capture I'm using is I'm on Steam. I'm using let me back up. Got 40 miles. This is an HP Reverb G2 headset. I'm using Valve Index controllers, so I'm using Steam VR. There's a plugin for OBS Studio that's called Open Capture or something similar to that. That allows me to get pretty. I'm happy with what I see when I look at the buds. And when I hear things like that out of chat, that lets me know that I am I'm getting what I wanna present on a stream. VR is difficult to stream for many reasons, but thank you so much. Okay, we're on course. Kind of looking at what's all going on here. Yeah, reasonably on course. 6. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's off a little bit. Okay, plane's trimmed up pretty good. Yeah, this is the default Cessna 172, but I'm running the Reality expansion pack, and my X-plane is from Laminar. The Reality expansion pack makes it more Reality expansion. It makes it more realistic, so it forces me to fly better. Don't abuse the airplane. If I do, it will not be happy. So why? Trying to figure out on my pilot ATC why I wasn't seeing my course, so I think I was zoomed in a little too far. I don't think I do. No, I don't think I do. That was a plane that the first planes that I trained on, they had carb heat. And then we went to the fuel injected ones that I trained on, and So, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know if I've seen one. Yeah, so I fly with, I have a Fulcrum 1 yoke, and I have an MFG crosswind pedals, and that's the only hardware that I have. Everything else I do in the cockpit, when I interact with the switches, with trim, with the flaps, I do that all with my, my index controllers. It is the way ever since I got my index controllers, it's the only way I've ever flown in VR, other than with Microsoft Flight Simulator. And learning how to fly with a mouse is a bit of a challenge, but I'm trying to work through it. Right now it's a little broke for me. The Microsoft Flight Simulator, the Sim Update 3 kind of broke my VR experience, so that's why I'm flying an X-plane. I'm flying the same routes that I have already flown in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And so here I'm using Orbx True Earth, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to make this hill here. I'm on course, I got 33 miles to go. Kind of hard to see. Hey, just give me a minute. I'm gonna pop out of the airplane. So this is what it looks like outside, just so you get an idea of what I'm seeing. But thanks for stopping by. But this here, the scenery is Orbx True Earth. So I think it looks pretty neat. I'm pretty happy with it. I'll let you get back to work. Thanks for stopping by. You have a great day. Yeah, this is the Orbx for the UK. I bought there's 3 different packages, and I bought all 3, so. But, this looks pretty nice to me. Frames, I'm getting between 35 and 40 frames, so. And this ain't a city, but, thank you. You have a great day. pretty good today. A little bit of haze off in the distance, but other than that, it's really looking pretty nice. Yeah, it is funny when it's kind of, it's like hard to judge when you're a ways away from like a ridge. It's just kind of hard to judge how am I high enough. It's right now I'm like 1,500 feet, and from this distance it looks like the near ridge, it looks like I should probably be okay, but the far ridge on the other hand, that looks a little bit challenging, but we'll just have to see how it turns out. The closer you get, it changes, the perspective changes. It's kind of interesting. So when I get about 10 miles out from this airport, I'll go ahead and get on the frequency and see what's going on there. But right now I'm just doing some cross-country flying, trying to follow as many rules as I know. So I'm flying in an eastbound direction, so I'm 1,000 feet plus 500, so I'm at 1,500 feet. If I was flying westbound, I would be at 2,500 feet. But if 1,500 feet's enough to cross this ridge up here, then that's where I'm going to stay. But if as I get closer, it kind of looks like I'm not going to make it, then I got to go up to. So the next 1,000 would be, the next odd 1,000 would be 3,500. So it'll be 1,500, 3,500. And if we're going eastbound, westbound would be 2,500, 4,500. Assuming the rolls over here are the same as what they are in the States. I've never trained here, so I don't know. got 19 miles to go. It's kind of looking like I'm going to be okay here. That's so deceiving. I just picked the engine speed up a little bit. I'm trying to be at 2200, so she's climbing just a little bit, so I pushed in on the yoke a little bit. Hey, what's going on? Thank you. So far, I've been doing good. Just trying to see if I'm going to clear this ridge or not. When it's hazy, it's harder to see it. Oh yeah, I got this one covered. The one in the distance, not so sure. Oh yeah, I'm 500 feet above it. We're good. I see something up ahead sticking up. I'm not quite sure what that is. Could be windmills. Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. Sounds good. Sounds good. You have a great day. Don't work too hard. I'm thinking climb is the answer. Yeah, maybe not. No, I'll go for it. Yeah, they don't look like windmills, look like radio towers. Can't quite tell till I get a little closer. I'm supposed to be over here anyhow, so I won't be close. Nope, they're windmills. They just look weird at certain angles. You can't see the prop spinning. Oh yeah. Sitting up here on the hill. elevation's 681. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound for touch and go. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound for touch and go. Tower, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is Tower, go ahead.
Inbound for touch and go. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound for touch and go. Tower, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound for touch and go. Tower, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is Tower, go ahead.
Tower, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, inbound for touch and go. Say active runway.
Arriving and departing runway 14.
Tower, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, inbound to land runway 14.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, good morning. Squawk 1200, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 14. Call downwind.
Tower, request touch and go for runway 14.
Aircraft calling Tower, say again with your call sign.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, touch and go runway 14.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 14. Call downwind.
All you gotta do is find this airport. Because it's 2 miles away from me, you would think I could see it. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Downwind runway 14 for touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are 221 at 9 knots cleared for touch and go runway 14.
Wow! Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. See you later. So, gotta get on a heading of 12. Flaps are up. Back there. Tower, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is Tower, go ahead.
Tower, see you later. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. What's our next adventure here? Fountain Abbey. Yeah, quite a bit flatter out here. So it says it's 10 miles out in about 6.5 minutes. Every once in a while you have to check your heading indicator here and the compass to make sure that the gyro hasn't drifted. So you're supposed to probably check it like once every 15 minutes. The fact I'm using a reality expansion pack airplane, it makes that part of it a bit more realistic. Okay, it says we're 6 miles out. I'm pretty much on course. See, I was falling just a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I could get cleared to land, and then after I got cleared to land, then I could change my intentions to a touch and go. That went quite well. I was a little bit rushed. Runway was coming up a little bit quicker on me than I anticipated. Partly because I was a little too tight to on my downwind. I was a little too tight. I could tell when I looked at the heading bug where it was. I wasn't doing a parallel course. I was converging kind of towards the runway, and I should have been completely parallel. So when you turn on base, it gives you more time to make sure you get everything kind of configured right. But I used a little bit of a different technique. I got the plane trimmed for around 60, and then I used my throttle to control whether the runway was falling below me or rising above me. And as I'm coming in on final, and it worked out really, really well. I'm really happy how that turned out. Anytime you get a butter landing, that's cool. So I assume this thing off in the distance, kind of hard to see it from here, but 3 miles sounds about right. There's a pretty big thing coming up here in front of us, right in front of us. And if that ain't it, it's got to be over on the right of that. Let's make sure my compass is okay. Yep, it's okay. So that may not be it. So I'm going to pull back some power and get a little bit lower here. Try to get a better view. Since I don't know for sure what I'm looking for. According to my maps, I got to be a little bit to the left. So that white thing over on the right can't be it. So I can't tell if it's that, if it's this. It's got to be that. But I didn't see anything noticeable. Alrighty. So got to be a heading of 117. 117. So a little more power here. Yeah, I didn't see anything that caught my attention. 117. Yeah, that's the problem. Some of these points of interest were specifically done for Microsoft Flight Simulator, so they may be a little bit using the the Orbx. It may not be as easy to find, so that one was one of them, so that's fine. Because I was right over it, nothing like jumped out at me, so. And I've learned that I just don't go searching for it. If it doesn't jump out at you, it's just not there. So, I mean, I've got a GPS map, I've got a pilot ATC map. I mean, I know where the place should be, and if it doesn't show up, it just doesn't show up. So about 16 miles away from the next place. Where are we going? York Minster. Still heading east, so oh, should be up higher then. I thought I was too high, but I'm not. Just trying to get on course a little bit. Yeah, heading east, I should be 1,500, so I'm at 1,000. Yeah, some of these things are stadiums, and that would not have been a stadium. That was too much out in the country. Trying to slow down the descent a little bit. The ascent. So just push it on the yoke a little bit. Move the trim wheel to relieve the pressure. Still climbing just a little bit. That should just about do it. It's kind of, it actually, I find it fun to try to balance the forces. And nope, we don't have wind coming off the elevator forces, or off the horizontal stabilizer. But we do still, I mean, I hear people telling that it's so hard to trim in a simulator, and I'm not one of those people. I haven't been in a real airplane in some period of time. Whoops, that was the wrong way, Bill. But as best I remember, this is absolutely how I would fly an airplane. Where I would pick an RPM on the engine, and then I would pick an altitude, and then I would trim it to make that work. And when you do that, the only yoke forces I'm giving are roll, not pitch. Pitch has already been predetermined. And it works. I mean, I'm trying to maintain 1,500 feet, and I am at 1510. So and I can legitimately stay here for, I don't have to, once I finally get it trimmed up, I don't have to spend a lot of effort. It takes a little bit of time to get it there to kind of, you're finding that balance. You're finding the balance of the of how fast the propeller's spinning, what your airspeed is, what your pitch attitude is. So you're trying to find a pitch attitude of 0, where you're not ascending, you're not ascending or descending, and you're flying at some airspeed. But once you get it there, I mean, I can go for, wow, keeping it like right there within 100 feet, plus or minus 100 feet, 5 minutes easy, maybe longer. And the only yoke inputs I'm doing is just a slight, the plane's trying to pull to the left a little bit, so I'm just slightly giving a little bit of right, turning it back to the right a little bit to keep it on course. And as you can see, that vertical speed is like, it's so close to 0. I mean, and you can look at the altitude indicator. I mean, it's not moving. Or if it's moving, it's not moving very quick. So, but you can see the plane roll. You can see a plane roll. The altitude didn't change, but the plane rolled to the left a little bit. Alrighty, 6 miles out. There's another one, I'm not sure what it is. It's called York Minster. Don't know. Yeah, gyro drifted just a little bit. Yeah, it looks better. When you look at the course, and you look at my track, and you go, why aren't those lined up? Because it looks like I should be. Then you look at the compass, and go, oh, that's because those aren't lined up. They weren't off by much, just a little. Okay, 4 miles out. I'm pretty high, so I'm gonna pull back some power here, probably back to 2,000. Just let her descend. So I tried to catch it at about 1,000 feet. He's still descending. So I'm just pulling back on the yoke a little bit to arrest the descent, and then trimming that. So the effect is that the airspeed's going to decrease. So I'm kind of pitching the nose of the airplane up a little bit. So it means that my speed across the ground will decrease, and so hopefully I'll get a better view. We'll see. So I'm on course, and I'm flat, so outside. Then maybe right here. This horseshoe type thing, maybe. It says York Minster, so there is a lot of railroad tracks here. And a lot. A lot. A lot. Wow. Those are all railroad tracks. Huh, interesting. Okay. On our way. Oops. The next place we're going is Humber Bridge. That's 26 miles away. I'm a little bit misaligned. That's better. When I jump in and out of the cockpit, if I don't pay attention when I put myself in the cockpit, if I'm like turned, if my head is turned from where the yoke is, then I don't come back in the cockpit centered on the yoke. So sometimes I have to redo that to get myself where I'm comfortable. I turn the yokes off because if you have the yoke on and you bring the controller over towards it, it will highlight. I can show you. So if I bring the controller over to the yoke, then it highlights. The problem is that if it's highlighted and I happen to pull the trigger, then my physical yoke and the yoke in the VR cockpit will fight each other. That is a recipe for flying into the ground. I have almost done that more than once. And so what I do anymore is I tend to fly in VR without the yokes visible, so that I don't have that chance of happening. So it looks like there's an airport right here. So I'm gonna kind of pull a little right of it. Yeah, looks active. Looks a little barren. Yeah, I don't see any terminal buildings or anything there. Wow. So it looks like EGYK. So it should be 125. my heading, supposed to be. So I'll give it a little more power, climb up to 1500, level off there. So we still got about 15.5 miles to go, about 9.5 minutes. Just enjoying the UK countryside. Be so happy when we can travel again. My girlfriend and I used to, before the COVID, every year we would spend about a year in Europe. So, I think we've been now, I don't know, probably 30 countries. So, some countries I was stationed at in the Army. I was stationed in Izmir, Turkey for a year and a half. And then other ones were countries that I had blitzing friends that I got to meet in real life. That was like so much fun. You know, people that you've chatted with or emailed with or something like that that you got to meet in person. That was just awesome. It's so much fun. But that all come to a halt with COVID. It's sad. But it looks like it's getting better. I had planned on going to the FS Expo in, where is that at? San Diego. Yeah, San Diego. It was supposed to be in June, like I think around the 6th, but that got pushed back. Guess they're going to have it in September. They're hoping for a better turnout. And I do too. I will absolutely be there. No doubt in my mind. As soon as they pick a date, I will get the hotel, get the airline tickets. I'm ready. I've already had my first and second dose of the COVID vaccine, so I'm good. If you have to wear a mask, you have to wear a mask. That's just fine. I'm not. It's not a big deal to me. Whatever it takes to be safe, that's what it takes. So we're 10 miles out, about 6 minutes. When I get down to about probably 5 miles or less, I'll probably pull the power back and get a little lower. But right now I can just stay where I'm at. Just stay at level flight. Not sure I remember what this bridge looks like. Should be pretty much off my nose, so. You can see we're coming up on some water, so maybe going across that. I do see something kind of sticking up in front of us, but it says it's 8 miles away. That I'm not so sure I could see that far, but I might be able to. I don't know. I'm trying to look if I see another thing sticking up to the right of that. You know, that would span that water. If that's what this bridge is doing. But I am not sure. It looks that way, but whenever you have this kind of light haze, it's fairly deceptive as to what things look like and how far away they are. But it sure looks like that's a bridge. For some reason this pops up, and when it pops up, the only thing here is close tab, and that's not really what I want to do right now. So yeah, that's it. So let's see what I want to do here. So the airport is 121 feet. So I think I got the plane turned up pretty good. I'm at 1,500 feet. I'm just going to jump outside. This is Humber Bridge. I got it right? Humber. Humber Bridge. Couple of trains down there. That seems a little odd. Trains would be that close together. Two different trains. Certainly looks pretty nice. Okay. So I'll jump back in the cockpit and figure out how we're going to land. I got to be in a heading of 156. 8 miles out. So, you know what we're going to do here. I'll just go with tower. Whoops. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound to land.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, good morning. Squawk 1200 altimeter 29er 4 enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 20. Call downwind.
Okay. So all I gotta do is find the airport. Airport's 5 miles out, pretty much in front of me. Is that it over there? Nope. It's always the fun part is because according to my heading indicator, if I turn right in this direction, I'm gonna head right for the runway. So what I'm trying to do is find the runway so I can get set up for a left downwind. So far I have not succeeded, and it's 3 miles away from me. And I'm just not seeing the runway. I am too high. Besides that, $2 miles away, and it's to my left. It is right there. Awesome. So let me find something. So let me turn over here and try to get myself figured out what I'm doing. Turn in like this. What's that gonna do? Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, I got it. This took me a little while to figure this out. If I turn in like this, which way is the heading indicator? Oh, it's going where it belongs. Okay. Got it. Alrighty, pull back some power here. Okay, 1,200 feet or so. I'm just trying to figure out my approach. So heading bug is in the bottom of the heading indicator. So that means I am on a downwind for runway 20. Thing looking pretty good. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 20.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 20.
I'm trying to get some airspeed, get rid of some airspeed so I can put out my flaps when I get down here. Okay. First notch of flaps. Looking to be at a 45-degree angle. It's looking pretty good. I'm pretty much parallel with that runway. 45. Turn her on in. Second notch of flaps. A little steep. Okay. Come on in, I was a little late. We can correct. So I'm going to track at an angle a little bit. We have a displaced threshold. Last notch of flaps. Plane's trimmed for about 60 knots. So I gotta make it past that threshold. And I am on runway 20. Start to flare. 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 Oh man, that's too much, Bill. I've done 2 butters in this stream. That is cool. Okay. Trying to find a taxiway. Try going up here, but I don't see a taxiway. This looks a little barren up here. Because that's a fence line there. I just don't see a taxiway. And now that I look back, I don't think I called final. Oh well. So let me go down this runway here and pull my flaps up. I certainly don't want to take off, but I do want to find a taxiway. It looks like the buildings are over there on the left, so. But this looks like this is a runway. Yeah. Oh, maybe right there. Pull the power back though. Okay. I didn't really see a whole chart line. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, clear of the active.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, welcome to Humberside. There is no ground control at this airport. Let us know if you need taxi instructions.
Okay. Guess we'll go park over here. Cool. So we just park in the grass. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Come on. Alrighty. So I got the flaps up. Put parking brake on here. Back to idle. And I guess we're good. So I'll turn off the avionics. Cool. Turn all the lights off. Playing cold and dark. Awesome. Well, this went great. This went great. 2 butler landings. I cannot believe I actually pulled this off. That's pretty cool. I did screw up a little bit. I didn't call final. And, but I did call downwind, so that's okay. But, not bad. Not bad at all. How long have we been going? Yeah, about an hour and a half. Okay. But, yeah, it's been fun. I'm going to, call the stream an end. I got some errands I gotta run in about an hour. And, but we're good. We're good. So, anybody who, likes the content that you're seeing, please click on the follow button. Whether you watch the VOD or if I push it over to over on the YouTube. Most of my VODs I end up moving over to YouTube if they're not really too long. A couple hours it's a pretty long that's a pretty long video, but more than likely within either tomorrow or the next day at 11 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, I'll be doing another flight. I'm not sure. What I know for sure is that I'll be taking off from this airport, and I'm recreating flights that I did in the in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm kind of waiting for them to fix some things in the VR environment that they broke with Sim Update 3, and until that is fixed, I will continue to spend my time in X-Plane. If they get it fixed, I'll be back, but until then, I will not. And that's life. Alrighty, you guys all have a great day, and I know I had a lot of fun today. This was a great flight today. Bye bye.